Hello, Jason here. Today is January 14th, and this is your aftermarket update. So we had a good day here at the Oil Trading Group, and I'm going to talk to you about a 155 tick OTG trade of the day that actually helped turn my day around. I had a tough couple of trades to start the day, and then we were able to right the ship into a positive. But before I go into today's trading, I want to talk to you a little bit about yesterday's trading day. One of the things that happens to me when I miss an entry or I get taken out to the tick and then the trade ends up ultimately going in the way that I expected it to go initially, it triggers a process inside of me that I have to be careful with. So let me explain the scenario, and then I'll talk to you about why I have to be careful. Yesterday, we waited and waited and waited for trades until we got into just after the inventory number. So this bar here was the actual number itself, and it is a 15-minute bar, and I was looking to get long inside the sweet spot here of this area at 30.08. You could see that the low on the day was 30.10. I was looking to come down into 30.08. It missed me by 2 ticks. Okay, it ended up missing me by 2 ticks, and let's just measure, see if I can find it here. What am I looking for? Give me just a second here. Oh, well, so basically, let me just do it this way. So 08, I was going to measure and show you the ticks specifically, but 08 got all the way up to this 30.95. So I was looking to get long at 08. It gets to 30.95 and then begins this process of rotating around our center point. And so what ended up happening to me is I was expecting it to get short here. So I would have looked in this zone here, 70 as a target. I get short. So I missed this long. I try to get short. It takes me out. And then it's kind of back and forth here. And then where it really began, the frustration level began to take over for me, is when I was short right around this, just underneath this sweet spot here in this green center point zone. I began to get short. And then once we had this breakdown, we got all the way down to 15. I was looking to hold on for the target again at 08. I ended up pyramiding into the position, which brought my average in down. And before I could really make the right decision, the market comes up and takes me out on a break-even trade. So I was in from up here around in the 60s. It got down to 15, and I ended up not taking any profit off of that trade. The net result of this was I had a losing day yesterday. And when you look at the final week numbers, we'll talk about the loss that I incurred on this day. But the bottom line is here that when I missed this opportunity here, and then I missed again this opportunity to take profit on this trigger down, this whole area really triggered a frustration level for me that I have to be careful with, right? So when I know where the market is likely to go, and then I miss that opportunity, it becomes very frustrating for me. And again, I have to be careful with how I am progressing. So if you measure, happened again here, I believe. So this area up here at 54 went up to 71. It came down out of the first time up into it, and then gave you a chance to get back in up here. And this was around 8:45 in the morning. So I did not take this opportunity. That was the other opportunity that frustrated me a little bit. And then, of course, the market fails all the way down into this zone here. And this is really where I missed an opportunity for, I think we would have been about 60, 65 ticks on this bounce up to here. It ended up getting up to 95, but I would have taken it off here at around that 70 level. So I tell you that to say that even though I've been doing this a long time, this is what triggered my losing day yesterday. This whole pocket of activity right in this area. Again, let me grab what I'm looking for here. Okay, so from this, it was really in this pocket of activity for the day that caused my frustration level. I was looking to get long here. It rallied here. I was looking to get short here. I get taken out. So I missed an opportunity. I get taken out before it comes back and fails again. And then I spent a lot of time chopping up and chopping around in this zone and ended up missing what would have been what would have made all of my losses up for this particular day had I gone from 15 down to 08 at my target. I had loaded the boat here and ended up letting all of that get away from me on this way back up. It happens. I ended up with a losing day yesterday. And again, when I post the numbers this weekend for the week, because I don't really like to post the numbers, I really prefer to post the numbers 1 week at a time because that's when it really matters. But the point of this is that this is a potential, this is one of those areas. So we have to identify those areas that are weak points in our trading style, and this one is a weak point for me when it comes to a level like that. It misses me. I'm going into this long explanation to show you this. The very same thing happened to me again today, although we did end up having a winning day. This very thing happened to me again today. So if you measure this swing to swing, this red line right here is where I was looking to get short. That was 31.24. If you'll look here, you'll notice that the high of this bar is 31.23. 31.23 ended up with a low at 30.67 underneath you here. So 31.23 minus 30.67 is 56 ticks on that move to the down. So again, what really, again, this began that process, and we talked about this in the room today. So again, 63 down to this level here at 67, 56 ticks on the move, and we were afraid, I was afraid, that this was going to trigger another deal today, because what was happening to me as we began this rally into these highs up here, I began to fade levels that were on my trade plan. So the next level, so let's talk about the trade plan just really quickly. As we look at this, we'll go here, hit the OTG trade plan. All right, so here is your OTG trade plan, and we had levels today at 09 to 24, 54 to 57, okay? So as we were looking and rallying into this zone, I got short at 24, which was here, 31.09 to 31.24, and so I tried that again, right? So we'd gotten to the high up here at 23 before, it failed. And then I would look to get short here at 24. It failed. I looked here to get short at 44, and it failed. And then I looked to get short again after this move up into this 77. That's where we actually took the short that rode this, got in about 67, 68, and we were able to ride it all the way down to this 02 level. So this ended up being the section right here, the segment of the 155 tick trade of the day. But I was concerned that we came up into this zone here at 23 right here and then failed. And I thought, oh boy, we missed it by a tick. And then I got stopped out. Then I went up here and got stopped out as I was fading these zones. And then finally we get up to this 77. And then what you'll see here is there ends up being 340 orders short. Once the market came down, there ended up being like 340 orders short right around this 68 level. So as we rallied into this level up to 77 and then became to trade down underneath it, I quick get in as we begin to push down, understanding that the measurement here around this 67, 68 level was going to be key. So one more time, let me show you one more set of charts here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you bring these charts over, and we'll look here, and you could see that this 71 and then 70, and then we had a level here around 54 to 57. So once we peaked into this zone here, right, and then we began to see on the order book a tremendous number of orders coming in. Also, we had confirmation on another set of studies that we look at. These are your market maker levels, and they are time cycle based. That's why you see them changing. But right up here, on this spike into your revision target, and then we rolled out all the way to the structure mid out of that. So once we got in sync with the market move, we were able to take the trade all the way, ended up taking this trade all the way to completion, and ended up with a 155 tick trade of the day. But again, it's important to note, and it's one of the reasons why I've spent the time. We had a losing trading day yesterday, and the reason for that losing trade was primarily due to the fact that you get one or two good chances a day, and I missed both of those opportunities. Just one because it was right before the inventory report, and the second one was it came down 2 ticks from my entry. So I was left standing there 2 ticks from the entry. Today, I missed one of my entries by a single tick, and then the process started over again as it ran down almost 56 ticks. Not almost 56 ticks. It ran down 56 ticks. So again, that's just one of the things that I need to be aware of. I'm making you aware of it, that is one of the primary drivers behind the losing day yesterday. It wasn't because our opportunities weren't there, and it wasn't because we didn't have the right idea. It was because we got missed on the real big trade of the day, and then I ended up getting chopped around. And then, candidly, where I fell short yesterday was in trying to push that final trade, the additional 7 ticks. So that's what happens when you try to reach for your targets. Sometimes they don't get there. So anyway, I was down a little bit today heading into the OTG trade of the day. We ended up catching where I said to you. So this OTG trade of the day is about 18 minutes long. I'm going to let you watch the trade in its entirety, and then I'll speak to you on the other side. So again, without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. 68 is the entry. New high, 78 is the stop. And then again, you're looking to target down around that 44. So now you've got big orders stacked to your right at my entry at 68. The potential move is up here to 90. I'm still looking for the reversal out of this zone up here today. Down into back to the 44 at least. I know you're saying, well, gosh, you're just fading it all the way to the top. And yeah, it appears as I am at the moment. But my expectation level is we come back to 44 at a minimum. And then if we get underneath that, we could come all the way back to the 01 level. So if we get 10 ticks here on this move, this will be move number 2 that will have gotten me 10 ticks. And I'm not going to get taken out. We'll go to break even. So if we get down to 58 here, then I'm going to look at previous session high, also providing resistance at 71. You've got 202 here, blocking your path at 70. The high on the day is 77. My stop is 78. Big iceberg orders coming in here. Huge iceberg orders coming in here at 63. So that's providing support in the form of volume here. And that's the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone. You hit your 100-tick move out of that zone. So you hit the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone 100-tick. So you should expect a little bit of a failure at this point. 63. $65, $64. You've got orders coming in at 65 here. I'm back filling here at 65. There's 63. Get through that 63, 62. We hit one lonely order on the bid at 62. Come on, 62, 61. I'd like to get down to 59, 58. There's 63 again. And you've got an iceberg order at 63. So this 63 level continues to be tough. There's 60. Buyers backing away. There's 58. Stop at break even now. Stops at break even now. So we'll control the bleeding here on this trade. And now let's see if we can push down to that. We've gotten as deep as 57. Looking for a push down to at least 44. And then I would look to add 32 on an add. 32 on an add spot. 32 and 18 are the adds. 32 and 18. So we may come down to 44. You've got liquidity at 45. We'll protect if we get down to 45 and can't get through it. I'll protect a little bit. I'm at break even plus 1 now. There's 53. Come on, 53, 52. Get through that 51.50. This is where we were stalling before. R1 down there at 48. You've got liquidity at 45 and liquidity at 32. Okay? So, again, 44 would be a potential stopping point here. We'll have to look to try to protect there then. You've got an iceberg order coming back in at 54.55. So, again, we've been as deep here as 52. We need to break 53, 52. There's 54, 53. Let's go. Get through it. Okay, you would be looking to add. I'd be looking to add at 18. I would take 3 off at 01. I would have 4 on, and I would look to take 3 off down at 01 if we can fail into that zone. There's 53, 52. Come on, 51, then 50. Push through it. 49. Remember, 49, 48 was as low as we got on a previous push down. So the previous, we got to break through the R1 there at 48. We got to break through the R1 there at 48. We got down to 49 and looking to get through that 44 zone. Let's go ahead and protect 5 ticks to 63 for the moment. Come on. You've got the top of the hour coming up here in 2.5 minutes. And let's see if we can drive this thing out. That's a nice long spike candle up into that area. 67, break even plus 1 on the stop. I'm going to try to stay in this thing. I'm going to try to stay in this here. Going to add 1 at 32. Come on, 52, 51. The R1 is at 48. We need to break that 48. There's 50. There we go. All right, so let's bring the trail stop down to 58 now. We came right down into 44, 43. We're going to add 1 at 31. Add 1 at 31 and 18. And let's see if we can get through this 44 area. There's 43, 42. Get through it here. The bottom of that bar down there is 22. You'd like to clear out the bottom of that bar. 44 is this area that may hold. 31 is the add. Come on, keep me in this. I'm going to protect a little bit more today. I didn't protect as much yesterday as I should have, and it cost me. Okay, let's take a look here at this entry calculator. There's 43, 42. Okay, so let's do the math here. Okay, there's 35, 36. Going to look to add at 32. And you got liquidity back here at 40. I'm going to look to add at 32. Let's bring this trail stop now to 53. 15 ticks will protect here. 41.40. Come on, down through 41.40. You've got liquidity at 44. You've got liquidity at 38. We've been as deep as 36. All right, so the entry here short, I'm in from, there's 35, 34. So I'm in from 31.68. 31.68. And I'm going to look to add at 31. That's 37 ticks. And I'm going to look to add again at 18. So that would be 50 ticks. And the target is 31.01. It's 38 ticks. It'll be 38 ticks on 4 if we get down to that level. And I'm going to keep 1 on. Actually, it'll be a little bit better than that. It'll be 45 ticks on 4 if we get down to that zone. So we'll see. We've come down as deep here as 35. So you're only 8 ticks away from break even after the tough start here, but we're going to do better than that, I think. Let's see here. The average in price would then become 31.50. If it puts me in at 31, the average in is 31.50. Okay, you've got you're at the top of the hour now, which is what caused a little bit of that hustle there initially. So you've got a level down here at 34. I'd like to break through that 34 level, the 33, 32. My stop right now, boy, 58 is the trail stop at the moment. 58 is the trail stop. 58 is the trail stop. Looking to push down to 31.01 here. 39, 38. Let's get through it. This area has been tough. You've got liquidity at 32. I'm going to add 1 at 31. That would bring the trail stop. I'd then be at 3. 36, 35, come on, 34, 33. You've got liquidity at 33 now, trying to keep the floor underneath us here. There's the 34. There's some takers at 33. I'm going to add at 31. This will bring the trail stop to 50. Let's go ahead and bring the trail stop to 49 now because it looks like I'll get tagged in down there. 100 limit orders long. All right, so for now, let's just bring the trail stop back to 58 till we get tagged in. Then it'll bring it down to 49. Come on, 38, 37. And then if I add in again at 18, the trail stop will become 39. And then we'd be looking to take 3 off down at 01. 35, 34, 34, 33. Let's go. Get through 33, 32. There's 32. Go ahead and bring this trail stop now. I think I'm going to get put in. So I'm going to bring it now to 49. There's 33, 32. Still not quite at 31 yet. There's 31. The trail stop's actually 56. So I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go 46 here on the trail stop. Okay. And we're going to look to add again at 18. 135 limit orders long at 27. Going to look to add to 8 at 18 here. Bring the trail stop down now to 38. Okay, we'll bring it down to 38. I'm going to add 1 at 18. I'm going to add 1 at 18. Bands of liquidity at 29 above you, 23 below you. Going to look to target down to 01. Bring the trail stop now to 46 for now. Just above that 44 zone. We may come back, I hope not, and check that 44. That's a possibility. We got to get through 23. You've got a little bit of liquidity at 23 and down at 16. Make that ad spot 14. You've got liquidity down at 16. Make the ad spot 14. 2 extra ticks. So still hanging on here. If I took it out right here, I'd be positive. There's 20. I'm going to add down here at 16. 19. There's a big band of liquidity at 19. Let's bring this trail stop down to 36 now. The average in would be 39, I think, if my calculations are correct. But all right, so we're going to look to target the 01 level. There's 18, 17. Come on, 17, 16. Get through it. You got liquidity at 16 here. Trail stop at 36 now. You need to get underneath this 2019. Close underneath 2019 here would be ideal. There's 22, 21, 20. Got to fight through it. You've got liquidity all the way really down to the 08 level. I'm going to look to add one and take this off at 01. It may only get to 11. So I'll start to tighten this up here if it does. How far back up do I want to let this go? Not much, I don't think. So my average in is 56. 36 would be 20 ticks. We need to close and get underneath 2019. Close and get underneath 2019. New bar in 7 minutes here. Come on, 21-20, 19-18, let's go. There's 21-20, 18-17, going to add it 14 again. We'll have 4 on if we get down to 14. Liquidity lighting up all over the board down here. Holding for 01, holding for 01. May only get to 11. If we get to 11 and peter out, and you do have liquidity down there, then I'm going to tighten this stop up another 10, 15 ticks. Maybe another 10 ticks from 36. So we just hit 17 down there. You have liquidity stacked up underneath you. Holding on for 01 here. Holding on for the target of 01. And then I'll have 1 left on the board. Come on, 19, 18, 17. Get through it. Come on, 19, 18, 18, 17. You've got liquidity here at 17, 16. There's 17. Get through 16, 15. There's 15. 16, 15. I'm in again at 14. I'm bringing the trail stop to 26 on 4. Trail stop to 26 on 4. Come on. Fight your way through these levels here. Looking to target 3 at 01. Targeting 3 down there at 01. 18, 17. What's the swing high on the 1 minute? 22. Come on, get through 16, 15, 15, 14. Looking to get to 01. There's 15, 14. Come on, 13, 12, 11. We may only get to 11, like I said. There's 11, 12, 13. Come on, down through 12, 11, 10. You got 106 long at 10. Bring this to 22 on the stop now. 22 on the trail stop. Looking to take 3 off at, there's 10, 9. Looking to take 3 off at 01. There's 10, having trouble getting through 10. There's 9, bringing the trail stop down to 18 here. Bringing the trail stop, there's 8, 7, bringing the trail stop down to 14 now. Trail stop down to 14. I'm not going to have happen. There's 3, 03, 02, bringing the trail stop down to 9. There's 2. I'm going to take 3 off right there. I've got 1 left at 11 on the stop. 1 left at 11 on the stop. Actually, 1 left at 13 on the stop. Left at 13 on the stop. So 1 left here. How's that for coming back? How's that for a comeback? And I'm going to be out here at 13. There's 12. My stop here is 14 right now. Stop here is at 14. Okay. Stop is at 14, and I'm out. Up 83 ticks on the day. All right, so you see that we ended up getting down. In fact, we didn't quite get to the target. I ended up scooting that final, the first target up a few ticks. I didn't want to have happen. In fact, I think I said that. I didn't want it to have happen to me what happened yesterday, not hitting the target. So when it came down here to 03, 02, it ultimately took it out. And this is why I generally wait, right? Because the target here was 01, and it ended up coming all the way down to 86. So when it ended up going 15 ticks beyond my target here, but that's why I usually wait. Yesterday, I waited for that extra 5 or 6 ticks, and it ended up costing me really getting out almost break even on the day. And so instead, I ended up with a negative day, and it was frustrating. But today was not frustrating. Today was a good trading day, and we started out in the hole, and then ended up turning it around for, 83 ticks gross before commission. So good stuff. Anyway, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the Trade of the Day videos here and keeping up with the information at the Oil Trading Group. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.